Fly Guy in the building. Hey y'all, welcome back to another Chronicles of Fly Guy, episode 22. Modern day relationship dynamics and the other person. I'm Fly Guy, as y'all all know, and we have our girl up here, Pepper Potts. Y'all remember her. And today we're going to talk about modern day relationships and the other person. Now I know you're going to say, Fly Guy, what are you talking about, the other person? Don't play stupid. You already know what I'm talking about. Do you know what I'm talking about?
The third wheel on the bicycle?
The third one on the bicycle. The Phantom in the Phantom in the shadows. It's kind of like a Harry Potter thing
Off
here.
topic, just 2 seconds, maybe you can answer this. Tandem bikes, do they have 1, 2, or 3? I mean, they have obviously more than one wheel, like 2 or 3 wheels. You know, tandem bikes, 2 people bikes.
I want to say they have 2 wheels, but like 4 sets of pedals. But talk about that now.
I'm just curious.
Yeah, but set aside from tandem bikes, the other person. How do you end up becoming the other person? What are the dynamics of a relationship? What's monogamy? Most people don't know what that means. What is it? Do you know what it means?
Well, I would consider myself in a monogamous relationship or state. Yeah.
At this point in time?
Yeah.
At this current point in time, yes. But some people don't know what that means, though.
Well, it's pretty much the standard for relationships where you just have one romantic or domestic partner.
But I got the definition right
okay,
here.
All right.
Y'all want to know the definition? I'm going to tell you the definition. The practice or state of being I can't read my hair, buddy. Oh, my bad. The practice or state of being married to one person at a time. And the practice or state of having a sexual relationship with only one partner. Damn. That's a monogamous relationship right there. One person you with. Not one person you with and then the other person you doing other things with in the dark.
I don't think it's that hard.
Oh, no, I said hard. I just said one person you're married to. That person, hopefully that's the person you're doing your thing with.
Hopefully that's
your sexual relationship with. So that means one person you're married to, and that one person you're actually having a sexual relationship with. But some of you have one person you're married to, one person you have sex with, one person that buys you things. You got your
work wife.
Your work wife. We have work wives.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of and that can turn into something. That can turn into I'm just kidding, just playing. To if you give her enough time, because where you spend most of your time at is at
work. And
then what happens? She becomes the
what? Oh, like the wife?
No, she becomes the
other person.
There you go.
Or
there you go.
Or maybe y'all could be each other's other persons.
Well, that's what it becomes. Because
if she's got a mate.
If I have a monogamous person at home, and I'm spending my time more time at work, if I only pick up 4 shifts a week, right? Okay. That's why I need to pay the bills, right? Then all of a sudden I'm picking up the extra shift becomes 5 days a week, right?
Okay.
Then I pick up the weekend. So that's how many? 7, right? Why am I picking those shifts up?
Maybe you need the money.
Other than that.
Maybe you don't want to be at home.
Because I'm giving who my time.
Oh, that doesn't necessarily mean that specifically. I'm just saying sometimes.
But this is what we're talking about, though. Specifically, if I'm doing that, I don't really need the money, but I'm doing what? I'm spending more.
You're
spending more.
I'm gonna say your currency, which is time, your life currency.
Yes, I'm spending more life currency and time with that work wife. But we'll get back to that in a minute.
I just look at it as you're choosing not to invest that currency into the energy at home, whether it be there's someone else there or not. Because I know I've been in the situation where there wasn't somebody else, but I just didn't want to be investing my time with that person at home. So I have like an affair with work. Actually.
If you're having an affair with work, it's because something at home is not making you happy, or someone is usually what it is.
Right.
Something or someone's not making you happy. But we're just going to go with the someone. Okay? So that someone is not making you happy, so what do? You spend more time away from there to go where you are happy at. And if that person that's making you happy is at work, that's where you're going to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, perhaps.
Perhaps.
I'm just saying that it doesn't have to necessarily even be a person that could take you away from your monogamous partner.
Doesn't have to be, but if I have an excuse to be at work and not at home, because I ain't gonna lie, when I have my ex-wife, I would rather be at work than at home because she was not my peace at home. Your home should be your place of peace, not chaos. Right?
In an ideal situation, yeah.
In an ideal situation. We're not in a perfect world.
So you can't, forget, of course, sometimes it could get a little chaotic at home, but you gotta deal with it.
So what do y'all think? Should your home be a place of peace? Yes, you're going to have chaos every once in a while, but you learn how to deal with that said chaos, whether it be organized or not. But it's usually, in general, a place of peace. Put it in the comments. Let me know. Don't just let me know. I want to know. But let Pepper Potts know. Let us know. Tell us. What do you think? I want to know these things. Y'all never put no damn comments. Comment, damn it. Jeez.
I'm going to put a comment for you. There you go. This way you'll have a comment.
Pepper Potts comments do not count. I want y'all's comments.
I'm gonna put a comment for a link to my eBay now.
Y'all be looking out for Pepper Potts eBay account. She has a little business going on, and what's his name? Chris.
Dude, that's messed up.
I know his name is Chris, but what's
Leroy?
Look for Bruce Leroy's eBay too.
I'm like, that's messed up.
Well, I'm just saying, I don't know what he had.
Oh, you mean his
eBay name. I know his name, but
I was like, that's how you gonna. He's right there.
I know his name. I just don't know his eBay. Chris, what's your eBay name, man?
Chris L. Shavers.
Chris L. Shavers. Y'all look for that too. We're gonna put it in the We're gonna put in the links. Y'all be looking out. Buy this man's stuff. Got some great stuff on there. But back to what I was talking about. Now, we're gonna talk about the types of relationships that are out there, so we can kind of get this ball rolling. Romantic. First one's romantic. Okay. Now hold on. Just let me finish. Like, cause see, you're gonna look like what you mean, fly guy. Like, hold on, let me finish. Hold on now. So romantic. Feeling a special connection with a person. May or may not include sex. Friendship, someone you trust, respect, and care about. So that's a romantic relationship, right? You care about them. You may or may not include sex. Sex usually doesn't happen.
That's interesting. That's an interesting definition.
It really is, because you don't have to necessarily have intercourse.
Well, not even just that, but I mean, they specify that it doesn't even have to be like, boyfriend, girlfriend, man, wife, or whatever. It's like it can
special
even be
connection
like,
with a person.
Like, yeah, like it could be friends or whatever. That's crazy.
You can have somebody that, and it doesn't necessarily mean that you're on the other side of the fence, so to speak. You could have somebody that you really care for, and it could be another man or another woman or somebody like that, and it can be considered romantic, but it doesn't necessarily have to be a sexual relationship, and it can turn to something else. But
okay, I'm thinking about it. I guess I can kind of see it now.
You see how that goes?
Well, I was just trying to work out like how would one consider like a romantic friendship or whatever, but then because I was thinking like one of my girlfriends, and like that'd be weird. I couldn't see myself like that, but then I've been in the situation where I was friends with somebody and it developed into something else, so and that makes sense
because you have, and that's where we're gonna go over the factors. As one of those main factors is time. So romantic dating. can sometimes be seeing if there's potential for a more long-term relationship. So you kind of testing the waters, or it can just be about having fun without expectations. So that goes into this. Oh, we're not exclusive.
So would you say that dating would be like pre-relationship?
It's a pre-test.
Yeah, because you obviously the romantic one is you would have some sort of a relationship, whether it be friendship, domestic partners or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then dating would be like pre-relationship.
It's like speed dating. Like, can I deal with you? Nah, not really. So, hey, let's just stay friends.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is dating, you wouldn't necessarily classify yourself as
exclusive.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. So that's saying, oh, we're not exclusive. We're just kind of, you can do what you do, I'll do what I do, and we'll kind of meet in the middle if we see that there's more potential for something else. I've had to have me before. FlyGuy, we weren't exclusive. I'm like, well, what the fuck were we then? So, but that being said, if you're in a relationship, when somebody asks you, we'll get to that in a minute. I'll get to that in a minute. Let me finish this part. And it is polyamory. Well, I know we
polyamory.
Before we even started the show, I was told about many forms of polyamory. We're just going to go with the basic definition because she can go into like on and on forever. And I'm just like, my mind's blown. All of a sudden, like, well, shit, I don't know what to say. So we're just gonna go with the basic concept definition.
Basically, multiple partners.
Basically,
and
multiple
not getting specific on.
It says that. So it says from ancient stories to modern reality TV, polyamory has a long history. This type of relationship involves romantic love with more than one person. So I mean, there's what did you say? There's polygamy.
So it's just a few off the top would be, we start out with polyamory.
Okay.
I have quite a few friends that practice that. You have polygamy.
Okay, polygamy and polygamy.
Yeah.
That's 2 and 3.
But that would be.
So, gammy is men with more than one wife,
Correct.
Right? Ganny is wife with more than one husband.
Correct.
Okay. We just gonna go with them 3 right now.
Yeah, I mean, like
that's a whole nother show, y'all. Like,
there's so many different types and ways to practice having relationships with more than one person, and there's so many different names and titles and roles and
people have
you'd have to get a vocab lesson because I'm still learning them, and I've got quite a few friends who dabble in that. So
yeah, I can't keep up with I can't keep up with my own self half the time, let alone keep up with 2 or 3 other women. It's just too hard. So I just keep up with one.
You wouldn't try?
Nah.
Yeah, you don't seem like
I'm not the type.
You don't seem very poly.
Nah, not at all. I'm very fly guy. That's what I am. I'm very I maybe it's selfish, but I'm very just I ain't sharing because no.
Well, I mean, there's some forms of poly that one partner might be monogamous, as in they would just choose to be with one partner, but their one partner can choose to be with other folks as well.
So it's an open relationship.
I mean, like it's a form of it, yeah.
Yeah, moving on.
Whatever floats your boat. I'm cool with it as long as everybody's happy and consenting and of age. Okay.
Hey, te amo, mi amor. That's all I'm gonna say. You know who I'm talking to. So now we're gonna go to what are the factors of types of relationships and how you become the other well, instead of the woman, but the person who you care at this point. Fishing. I'm throwing a line out there for you. I'm fishing. How are you fishing? Well, fishing is you're out looking for what attracts the eye. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Tinder, etc. What are other sites out there
Well, I mean, I guess
Your
grinder would be for
that's for the
same sex.
Yeah, same sex. I was.
They got Facebook dating. I know that.
Facebook has a dating site.
Like a dating section.
I am so behind because I've never heard of that.
That's how I met my last partner.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there's that, and there's also the alternative lifestyle sites that you can go on and find people help actually locally here in San Antonio. But we're not gonna toss people out there. I'm just saying that some people tend to go that route. So you're fishing.
Oh, you know what would be another, since you're mentioning some networking sites, and then we're talking about other people. A good source of networking, especially for like an extra person, sugar dating sites, like for sugar babies and stuff.
Sugar babies or sugar daddies?
Oh, it's the same thing. Like,
so sugar baby is a younger person looking for an older man or a woman.
Yeah.
Okay. This is
so
new
I'm
to
just
me. This is
saying.
new to me. I don't.
Okay, so I'm just stating because a lot of times those individuals, the more established, older, knowledgeable person, is in a relationship that, and they're looking outside of their relationship for a partner. So that would make that sugar baby the other person. Just throwing it out there. That's a networking tip.
That's a way to become the other person.
Yep.
So fishing. There's a couple sites out there. There's a lot of things out there that can happen with. I'm not promoting. I'm just telling you how this with factors in to you kind of become.
He's trying to tell you how to find another person.
No, I ain't telling you how to find another person. I'm telling you how it happens. I ain't promoting nothing. I ain't promoting none of that. Cause I'm like, oh, FlyGuy, you told me how to cheat, man. Nope, not Ben. Not FlyGuy. And not Pepper Potts neither. We ain't playing. We're not going to play the FlyGuy show. The Chronicles FlyGuy show. And say that I told you this. This is just simply my opinion. I'm stating what I know. Yes? Yes. Okay. So, fishing. You throw a line out there. You're looking. And it could be, if you don't go to sites, you could be out there looking at the mall. You're at the parks. You're looking at single moms walking their kids around. You could be doing it the old school way. Walking up to them. Hey, how you doing? Happens. Right? You don't see a guy with them. So it's like, y'all tell me, how do you fish? And you don't have to tell me who you are. If you got a girl, I damn sure hope you don't tell me that you're fishing, or did you fish her is the question, or him or her. Did she fish you, or did you fish her, or however it happened. But please don't get yourself in trouble. But put in the comments, do you fish? Did you fish? Are you fishing right now?
Do you fish? Did you fish? Have you fished before?
I did fish. I'm not fishing right now.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I'm just asking.
I did fish. I think before.
The better question in comment section again is to keep yourselves out of trouble. Be like, have you ever gone fishing? I like to call it putting feelers out, because that's what we used to call it whenever we would look for applicants for a job. Mm-hmm. Like, put a couple feelers out, see who might be interested in doing this role that might be coming up.
So you call these people and say, I want to call you for an interview?
Yeah.
You want to come in for an interview?
And so I would be like, I wouldn't be like fishing, but like, I'll put some feelers out. Like, throw the bait out.
I'm throwing some bait out there, and I got a line. I'm trying to reel you in.
We're going chumming for sharks.
I'm looking for who's coming to me, who's going to do what. But those of you that fish, that's part of it. Group dates. All meet in one place, and everyone has kind of who will pick out to find as an attraction. They find out who they want to pick as an attraction. And it's usually a couple in these groups. It's usually just a couple, like one couple or two couples in the group, and then the rest everybody's kind of like spread out. Like you got
like
one
a bunch of singles.
Bunch of singles.
Are you talking about like a swingers club or something?
No. I'm not talking about swingers club. It's like, like you're at work, for instance, and y'all decide to go to the bar, and
who's y'all? Like
Yo,
This
if people,
giant group?
just some giant group
Of
of people.
the coworkers?
The coworkers.
Okay,
yes.
alright, I'm
Not the
following you.
managers. No, managers have like a whole other thing going on. They go home and then they call each other. They probably go have, cocktails and all that stuff. No, we're talking about the actual workers. People that actually work.
Okay.
And I mean, when I say actually work, we're not dealing with meetings at 10 o'clock in the morning until 5 o'clock in the afternoon. We're actually working with the patients or whatever we do. And it's like, well, it's been a hard day. Got one guy's got, a girl over here dating a girl in telly. And I got another guy over here dating a girl in, med surg. And everybody else is single. But they're all going to go out. So it becomes one big group.
Like a work outing.
Yeah, like a workout. You go to, I don't know, the bar down the street.
Okay.
So you get there. The couples, they kind of couple off. They buy their little drinks and they kissing each other and carrying on. And then you got the person that's single. The people that are single. But, you're not necessarily, some people are not necessarily single. Some have that person at home.
Right.
And they're like, well, I'm going to go out with the guy. I'm going to go out with the group or whatever. We're just going to kind of chill or whatever. She's already aware that they trust you. They say, okay, go ahead and go have fun with your coworkers. And then you don't put it out there that you're dating or you're talking to somebody. Because you say I'm talking to somebody or you say I'm dating somebody. It's two different things. I was told this today. If you say I'm talking to somebody, it's like, oh, okay, kind of leave the door open, wheels a little wide, fuck over. Right? I'm talking. We're just talking on the phone, every once in a while, da-da-da-da-da. When in reality, you're dating. Right? They're at your house, you're at their house.
And see, that's why I was trying to get a clarification on what dating meant to you. Because to me it's like, if you're dating, you are considering being in a relationship. But if you're like, oh, you're partnered, that means you're in a relationship.
There has to be a clear communication on what you're doing. Because at some point, we all tend to assume that the other person was thinking the same way. So, yes, the definition says it, but to me, if I'm dating somebody, it's like, okay, I'm moving into not talking to anybody else. But if you tell me, hey, look, it's open, the door is wide open, you do what you want, I do what I want, I'm gonna take it and run. I'm gonna take what you tell me and run with it. Okay, cool. You can't get mad if you see me talking to somebody else. But don't try to I've never been a jealous type anyways. So the whole time I'm gonna make him jealous because he's talking to somebody. Like, well, you told me that we weren't exclusive or we're not together like that. So be clear on what you want. Be clear on what you want. Because if you don't want to be talking to somebody else and you want it to be just that person, then be clear with that. If you do want it to be an open relationship kind of thing, or it's not a closed door. You're taking applications. What do you say? Put the feelers out.
Yeah, but no.
You're putting out the feelers. Then let that be known too. So I ain't gonna get mad when I see you talking to talking to Cujo on the corner. I ain't worried about it. Okay, cool. You talk to Cujo on the corner. You let me know. But I'm not coming off the bench. I'm a starter, so I'm gonna go start somewhere else. Meaning, because you don't watch sports. The starters are the ones that play first, and they have the people on the bench. You know what I'm talking about?
I'm just thinking about something else.
Oh, yes, because you just gave me that look like what the hell you talking
about. No, I know what a starter is. I know I don't sport a lot, but I do know a little bit. No, I was just, you've been talking about, having someone on the side or whatever, and I just was wondering if you'd been a side person. You've been a side dude, or if you just had a side chick before. I
was a side dude at one point, didn't know about it. I was told, and she ghosted me too. Damn. She just did the whole nine. She did the whole nine. Yeah, she did.
I'm laughing just because that was last episode.
Yeah, it was last episode. She ghosted me too. So she had just made me a side dude. She ghosted me, and then she didn't communicate with me. I was a side dude neither. So she says, she comes up with this, cockamamie story like just, oh, this and that and the other, and well, we're not exclusive. Instead of just saying, look, Ben, she she said, well, we're not exclusive, Ben. By the way, that's my real name, guys. It's Ben. But she says, well, look, fly guy, we're not exclusive. So why are you getting mad? I said, well, you ain't tell me, one way or the other. So like, I'm just like, tell me the truth so I can know what I need to do so I'm not wasting my time. I don't like wasting time because I could use that time to be doing something else or be with somebody else if that's what you want to do. So apparently the guy was, I think she had already been with him. Or was with him.
You were definitely.
So I was definitely a side dude. And then on top of that, instead of just saying, look, I got this dude, whatever, she just stopped. She just cut communication, just kind of like savage with it. I said, all right, that's a bit. I left it alone. I was like, all right, cool. So if I would ever see her again, I'd just be like, so how's it? She probably not even with the dude anymore. If she is, great for you. But you don't have to go. She just tell me the truth, and that's we're all good. But another thing that kind of goes outside, we're gonna come back to it. Maturity does not come with age. It does not, because if she was mature, when she was 40, she would have said, hey, look, I'm talking to somebody. I've been with this guy. I didn't tell you for X, Y, and Z reason, and my bad, or not, and this is what it is. So either you want to deal with it or you don't. Let me know. I wouldn't have go and do what you gotta do because that's how people get shot. It is. So, anyways,
hold on. So now, have you ever had a side person? Have you ever been the non-monogamous person?
Have you?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean,
that's not a big surprise. I'm not that I'm, saying that I'm not capable. I'm quite capable.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, I've been on both sides of the fence.
I've had some instances where it became into like what are you doing? Because if I'm like, well, I guess I'm not necessarily happy at home. If I'm out here fishing and going in group, and I'm not saying, guys, I'm not saying that if you go out on a group date with your friends or whatever, or a group outing that you're out looking, but it is a factor as to how you can become the other person, is what I'm saying.
Or pick up another person. That's
what I'm saying. The other person. You
become
the other person. You become the other person, or you pick up another person. You pick up the other person. Yeah. And that's how it happens. And the main factor to all of this, the main factor is time. Time. That's all it takes. All it takes for me is for you, for
Leroy Jenkins.
Leroy Jenkins at eBay.com. Y'all may check that man out.
That's not his actual eBay.
Well, either way, y'all check that man out. And Pepper Pies. I don't have a show. It's just my show. That's all I got. So yeah, I don't sell nothing. I just do this. Anyways, all it takes, and I've been told this so many times by one person. She says, all it takes is time.
Having a little extra time,
not a whole lot of extra time. That main factor is time. You're not happy at home, so where are you going to be? You're going to be where you're happy at. If it's at work, if it's outside of the house, at their house, at the park, at the gym, playing basketball. I met her at the gym, so I'm going to go to the gym more often. I met her at the bar, so I'm going to go to the bar more often. If I go to the bar once a week and all of a sudden I'm going 3 times a week, why you drinking so much? What you been doing? Oh, nothing. I'm just, man, stop tripping. Because you are taking more time with that person. Now, there's some signs that you can find that will tell you if your monogamous person that you're with may be pulling away from you. You want to hear them?
Will be they're not being ethically non-monogamous. They're cheater,
their monogamous ethics are
cheater, pumpkin eater.
Cheater, pumpkin eater. This is how cheaters got started. That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
Joey Greco, man, you done been out there and you got a whole show on this shit. But I'm I'm just fly guy. That's what I do. So, and y'all check out the goosebumps right there. For all your old heads, goosebumps. So that's what I'm saying. Goosebumps right there. That's the thing. It's the word. Shout out to the person who got the shirt for me. Appreciate that. Anyways, signs that will tell you if your person's being monogamously unethical. Basically a cheater. Okay? Short conversation. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. My bad. That's the second one. Less calls, less texts, or less texts. If your person calls you all day, texts you all day, hey, man, how you doing? How you doing? Blah, 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 blah. And then it becomes shorter. If they're not necessarily texting you or calling you, I used to call and text on my breaks, right? Call and text on my breaks, but my phone tends to be in my pocket a lot at this current job I'm at because I'm dealing with patients. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. So I get text like, hey, what's up? You have text me or whatever. Like, so, oh, my bad. I've been busy. I truly am busy.
Yeah.
But when it starts to become less and less, and you start to they start to time when you're gonna text them back.
Like you're getting ghosted. Almost. Like they're definitely pulling away.
Well, no, I'm kind of ghosting them because I'm at work.
No. I'm saying this person who might be not honoring their relationship. You're talking about signs that they might have somebody else would be.
They're ghosting. Yes.
Exactly. That's
they're
what
ghosting.
I was saying.
They're going to go. Yeah, they're going to ghost. They're going to ghost slowly. They're slowly go. It's just like the slow murder we're talking about. That's the worst one. Like, oh, I'm kind of here, but I'm not here, and then just it's gone. And it's not Casper the Friendly Ghost. We're not talking about that kind of ghost. But anyways, so less calls, less text. If that person usually calls and texts you on a regular, and you can kind of time when they're gonna call and text you back, and it starts to become a little less, then that's one sign. Second sign, shorter conversations. They go on break, they call you. Hey, I was calling you real quick, talk to you. No, I can't really talk right now, but I was just calling because they're trying to cover their tracks. And when they try to cover those tracks, they're like, oh, I was talking to that other person. I gave them 15 minutes of my lunch break, so I'm going to give you last 15 minutes when normally you give them the whole 30 while you're eating. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It gets shorter, and then it gets even shorter. Okay, I can't really talk. Click, click. So, okay. Bye, click. And they hang up, right? Because what they're doing, they probably calling the other person back. Oh, hey, I'm about to get off lunch, but, I just call and tell y'all, girl, let me, you know what I'm saying? Right? That's number 2. Number 3, unusual bedtimes. You wonder what I mean by that, right?
I'm waiting to hear this one.
Okay. You're a girlfriend, right?
Okay.
And your man says,